Hi, this is Melanie Fine of RocketGirls.com. Those of you who know me know that I really strongly advocate for students who want to pursue science to do scientific research. And I wanted to express a few reasons why I think it's so important. So why do science research, especially as a high school student? Why would you do it at such a young age? The first and obvious answer is that this is what scientists do. Scientists do research. So if you are thinking of pursuing science, then you have a great opportunity to practice, to try what scientists do, to actually not just even try, you can actually do research with professional researchers and get a real taste of what science is, which is a far different cry than what happens in your science classroom. Also, doing research is the best way to learn science. It's a need-to-know basis. It's the way we actually learn rather than the way we teach in school. You study everything you need to know about a certain topic, and you study what other scientists have found out and what things haven't been found out yet. You find holes in their reasoning, and you dig into those holes and design research to investigate something that hasn't been learned yet. That's really how science works. Science doesn't work by reading a textbook and memorizing what scientists have done before. You need to do that to get your background knowledge to build from what they started. But it is always a need-to-know basis. You're using that information to then go further and to develop more knowledge. It's not gaining knowledge to practice a test or to get a good test score. It's the way we learn in the real world. We learn because we need to know something, and so we study it, and then we use that information to propel us further in our field or in whatever we're studying. The best time to do science research is in high school. Why? Well, there are a lot of opportunities open to high school students that they may not realize. A lot of laboratories, a lot of scientists are really open to a very serious high school student. They're going to be less open over the years because they have their own research assistants, they have their own college students, but a really remarkable high school student who has studied the material, who wants to pursue science and is willing to do the work to do so is a breath of fresh air. And so there are many opportunities as a high school student. In fact, some of the greatest opportunities are in summer research programs. There are research programs, some of the top research programs that I talk about in another video. I actually have a giveaway of 10 of the top science research programs. But some of these research programs, they actually pay you to go away for the summer to do real research with a real mentor. And you learn the science and you learn the research, and you actually might be even part of a scientific paper. You may be published as a high school student, and even more so, the science competitions at the high school level are very impressive. They're really exciting, and it's something that would be an amazing opportunity to be part of. I've spoken about the Intel ISEF, the International Science and Engineering Fair that happens in the United States once a year. You have to first start in your regional high school science fair, but the top contenders in that fair get recommended onto ISEF, and that is an experience unlike any other, and that's an experience that really is only available to high school students. So to do research early research opportunities teach you about a scientific field. When you do research, you're really looking at a very small microcosm of that field, but that's what scientists do. They're not researching everything. They have to learn about everything and then hone in to one particular question and explore that in every way possible. So it teaches you about that certain scientific field and what scientists are doing at the cutting edge of it. Of course, that's how science is done. Science, again, is not done by reading textbooks and answering test questions. Science is done by doing research to answer questions that have yet to be answered. You also learn how research questions are developed. By studying the material, you learn what has been found out in a certain area and what is yet to be found out. And so you're able to hone that in and actually develop a research question, one that you could solve even as a high school student. You learn how to design an experiment based on that research question. That's a huge part of the creativity of science, is how are you going to investigate that? What are you going to do? I mean, there are many ways to do it. It's not a multiple choice exam. So you design a research protocol that would best answer the question you are trying to answer with the resources you have or the resources you can get. And also you develop an expertise in an area of science, albeit a small area of science. It may be just one question that's out there, but you are one of the leading authorities on that area because you did the research. And that's an amazing gift for a high school student to have. And then one of the great things, scientists talk about this all the time, is that sometimes, I don't want to say scientists are geeks, but we can be a little geeky, and a lot of people don't really understand us. But when you're working in a research group among others who are all searching for answers to the same question, you develop a collegiality with people who think like you and are excited by the same things you're excited about. And I know for me, my high school summer, though it wasn't spent in research, it was spent, I remember in my junior year or my incoming senior year, the summer before my senior year in high school, I went to Harvard summer school. And the friends I made, people who were just like me, who had similar interests, similar humor, really intelligent people, it was an amazing experience. And often in high school, we, those of us who tend to be high achievers, we often are not the most popular or have the most friends. I mean, it's not necessarily true, but you actually learn that you are among people that are just like you, and you're doing what people just like you like to do, and you get rewarded for that. So the collegiality in a research group is also unprecedented. So these are great reasons for you to consider doing research while in high school. I teach in other videos about how to come up with research questions, how to design experiments, how to get involved with a mentor and which is usually a university professor, and how to apply to these summer programs. These are great opportunities to make your high school years unique, special, meaningful, and teach you how to do real science. This is Melanie Fine of RocketGirls.com. So if you'd like to find out how you too can be a Rocket Girl, download your free manual, How to Become a Rockstar Scientist, at scigirl.me. That's scigirl.me. I look forward to seeing you on RocketGirls.com.